first idea is actually quite old, and it was even from before Einstein's theory of general relativity. The concept is related to that of Newtonian physics. Let's say I toss something up. If I endow it with higher initial speed, it will just fly higher before it falls down. But what if the escape velocity, the speed you need to endow it with so that it will completely escape the gravitational field of the Earth, would be higher and higher and higher, and then let's say that the strength of the gravitational field is also higher and higher. What would happen if the escape velocity is greater than than the speed of light? So in Newtonian physics, way before Einstein, before it was even known that nothing can travel faster than light, a couple of people already thought about this idea, and that they said we'll have a completely dark star because light cannot escape, but they had no concept of the idea that nothing can travel faster than light, that it would be a black hole. That understanding only occurred in the 20th century after Einstein came up with general relativity. At first, Einstein himself was opposing the idea that of what we now call a black hole. I think the first person to understand what's going on was Robert Oppenheimer. And in 1939, he wrote a beautiful paper with one of his students, which, not using the term black hole that was not yet coined, pretty much described what it would be. That was pretty much ignored. Part of the reason was that it was published on September 1st, 1939, and other important thing happened on that day too. The idea was revived in the 1950s by John Archibald Wheeler, and he was also the first person to coin the term black hole, I believe exactly 50 years ago. And what happened then is a big surge of interest in properties of black holes. And during the 1970s, there were huge advances in their study. Now we see a completely different thing. We see study of black holes more pertaining to observations. And of course, we cannot observe them directly with optical telescopes because they don't emit light. But there are two ways around this. First, the black hole can be in a binary system with a regular star, and then we can detect the motion of the regular star. Maybe sometimes you can think of it as resembling a ball where all the gentlemen are dressed in black tuxes and the ladies with white dresses, and it's dim, so you cannot see the gentlemen, but you can still see the motion of the dancing ladies, and from the way that they move, you can infer that someone is holding them and leading them. So you cannot see the black hole, but you can see the star or the material around the black hole, and from their motion, from their behavior, you can infer that the black hole is there. The newest and more exciting thing, in my opinion, is detecting black holes with gravitational waves. And the first black holes that were detected that way were detected a couple of years ago. And that was the first, not just detection of gravitational waves, but the first direct proof that black holes exist, and also that general relativity gives a good description of them. Since then, there have been more detections of gravitational waves, including the collision of neutron stars, that led to very many new insights. For example, that gold, like you can have on a ring, was forged inside neutron star binary collision. So very exciting new science, and I would say that black hole research is now at the forefront of science research because of the tools of gravitational wave detection in conjunction with optical measurements, such that we have a whole new science, not just a new science of gravitational wave astronomy, but a new science of multi-messenger astronomy, where you can do science on the same astrophysical system with both gravitational waves and optical observations.